Nowadays, millennials and employees' main focus when applying for a job isn't just the salary, it's the culture and work-life balance provided by the company they're working for.
People want to feel empowered and useful, involved in the bigger picture with less layers of hierarchy. They want to have a voice, be included with consistent feedback.
Happy employees mean happy customers. When employees are happy in their workplace and feel empowered to make a difference, they're just more productive.
Millennials are more focused on experiences which incorporate what they value. Sharing time together, transparency, realness, learning something, and doing some good along the way.
With the luxury generation gap, millennials and Generation Z will account for 45% of the luxury market by 2025. However, their values and spending habits differ from business models of many traditional brands today.
To kickstart our engagement and enablement mission, we presented the competition and discussed the 4 key focuses with the wholesale press and PR team. We then invited them to be part of our E&E mission, and within one day we had over 20 volunteers.
We met that week and split into 2 teams, the first focusing on cultural ideas and the second on sustainable profit generating ideas.
The teams nominated captains who would lead them through the weekly catch-ups to bring the ideas together.
And after a month, we collated in a larger group and started to refine and implement the quick wins.
We then started to discuss presentation ideas and settled on creating a video.
This meant recruiting a videographer, and with further sharing of ideas and a few favours, we hired Kirk and his team to work with the RL Tomorrow group.
Our mission is to help reset the culture and entrepreneurial spirit within Ralph Lauren through a diverse set of ideas, themes and special projects.
Along the way, this will empower the teams to collaborate with new and existing partners, removing deep-set silos and delivering long-term employee engagement.
We will improve communication and knowledge sharing, enhance levels of effectiveness and togetherness, and along the way deliver increased levels of sustainable profitable growth for the company.
This is our E&E mission.
So one of the really early ideas from our discussions that came up was the idea of doing a Bring Your Kids to Work Day. It's something that they do in the States and it's really successful, and they advertise it lots on RL Today, but we've never done it here. And within our group, there were lots of people who were parents, and within our 2 departments, there were lots and lots of parents. So on the 23rd of October, we held our Bring Your Kids to Work Day, which was really popular. The rooms were filled with really excitable children. It was a real kind of humanising exercise. You got to learn more about your colleagues. You saw them as family members. And for the children, for them to be able to come in and see what their mum and dad does, and to see why sometimes they might be working late or what they're doing, for them it was really a really lovely exercise.
Okay, menswear please.
Denim is the best.
And women's wear? What are the results?
Women's polos up.
Let's have some sell-through figures from you.
Sales are amazing.
Underwear business? How's that going?
Harrods is up 15% V-plan.
Hey, attention, I want that result from last week. I don't get paid enough for this.
As we brought together wholesale and press to reflect on empowerment, collaboration, customer and employee recognition, it became apparent that even though we work in the same building, we don't really know what each of us is doing unless we directly collaborate on projects. This is why we came up with the idea of a monthly Cock Street newsletter, in which corporate departments can share their successes, initiatives and big moments, simply welcome new employees, or give a nod to someone who's gone above and beyond. Our RL Tomorrow newsletter is also the perfect platform to share great quick wins that we made through E&E, such as the creation of an industry Dropbox, where people can load news and updates from fashion websites and publications. How we encouraged employees to do simple things to improve our culture, such as loading their picture on RL Today. But also bigger initiatives, like our philanthropy in a box concept.
Hi, I'm Leonine, captain of the RL Gives Back team within Ralph Lauren in the UK. I'm here to talk to you about philanthropy in a box. Currently, we look after 2 charities, the Whitechapel Mission, who feed and clothe the homeless, and the Change Foundation, who look after underprivileged kids within the UK. We can collaborate with every department who will take on 1 event per year, and they will own this from beginning to end. Currently we send out about 100 employees per year. We'd like to grow this to over 1,000. Imagine how we can touch, move and inspire all of our communities with RL Gives Back. It's exciting.
One of the biggest changes we're seeing in our business today is the changing seasons. We need to deliver product at different times of the year, and one of the biggest buzzwords within the industry is transitional product. We need to be delivering product when the customer needs it and in line with the seasons.
We in the wholesale sales team have been working closely with the customer service team and the fulfillment team in Geneva to refine existing reports and also generate completely new reports, such as the forecast that we're now able to provide by line for the whole season in advance, and then update on a weekly basis and send to the customers on the day of the week that they specify, so we can provide more information than the customers ever had before and tailored to exactly how they need to receive it for their management.
We started establishing a regular catch-up point with the retail team. It was an opportunity for us to share coverage as soon as it's out there so that they're aware of what's in magazines at the moment and they're prepared for when a customer comes in asking for something that they've seen. It's an opportunity for us to know what's selling, the effect that our press is having on sales, and also to support them if ever there's something in particular that they want to be pushing.
So how can we enhance the collaboration between all departments here at Ralph Lauren? We will start by having corporate staff on the shop floor, helping out with gift wrapping, being in the stock room. After the festive period, we're aiming to begin a shadowing program which will allow all Ralph Lauren employees to shadow a department they would really like to know more about. This would really bridge the gap between retail staff and corporate staff and exchange the knowledge and the skills and build those relationships between all departments.
Marie had this really great initiative where she reached out to try yoga. It's something that a lot of us have been chatting about doing yoga classes together on our lunch breaks or even after work. And she managed to get us a corporate discount, which is fantastic. It took it down from £108 a month, I think, to £75, which is fantastic. And we've been going and we've been doing it, and it's been really good at kind of bringing us all together.
We feel that everybody has something to give. We feel that no matter what's your age, what's your ability, what's your social position within the organization, there will always something that you can give and somebody else could benefit from. And this could be work-related skills, but also playing an instrument, learning a new language, arts and crafts, and even dance. There are evidence, health, and well-being benefits from people actively swapping skills. Time banking is an organization that provides a way for people to help one another using time as a currency. Everyone's time is equal. 1 hour of the time that you spend with a person or with a group of people earns you 1 time credit that you can then reinvest in whichever activity that you want with other people, and you can start exchanging skills. I've tried it myself. I have an exchange of foreign language skills with a colleague of mine. It went incredibly well, and I'm really happy that I've tried it, and I will try it again for sure later on. J'espère pouvoir continuer à échanger mes compétences et mes talents avec mes collègues. Arel Desmond.
So I've been looking at RL maternity packages, and I've done some really interesting research. If you've got a 30k salary and you look for 12 months off throughout the year, then you're going to get about just over 10k.
That's really low. How are you supposed to survive on
I know, it'd be tough.
What are our competitors doing?
About 16, 17k. And if you look at returning to work, childcare costs between 4.3% to 78%.
That is huge. I think that's something people are definitely looking at as well when they look for a new job.
I think you're right. The other thing new talent's looking for is a shorter time period before they benefit from the packages.
How long is it now?
It's 1.5 years.
Oh, right. You know what though, they have done the new adoption package.
They have, and that is a really awesome drive. But what would be nice is if fertility was involved as well.
Is it not yet?
No, the 5k bonus isn't included.
Hey, you're right. I don't feel too well today, you know?
Why? What's wrong?
I think I've had such a crazy week. I've been super busy. I haven't had time to go to the gym or anything, and I think it's starting to take its toll on me a little bit.
This is exactly why we need a corporate wellness program. You know, like the Try Yoga is fine and everything, but we need more than that. Like I've come across this company that actually like bring people in to do exercise classes every week. They do mental health programs, they do like sports teams. It's not even that expensive, because if we do something like that, people will take less sick days and ultimately save the company money.
Yeah, right.
D'accordo domani. Ciao.
Hey Claudia. Was that
Hey, all
Alice
good?
from Milan?
Alice from Milan. As always, you know, I talk to her every day, but I've actually never seen her face.
It's like me with Paris. I mean, I speak to them 24/7 and I've just never met them.
It would be great if we could actually organize a day where we meet the Paris and Milan team and we get together and we do some team bonding.
Yeah, I think they call that corporate integration.
Thank you. Really nice. Thanks. I had them done on Friday, but it's really annoying because there's a lot that's already chipped.
That's all right. You know what would be amazing if we could actually get them done in the office. My friend has that at her work.
That'd be so
Every
good.
Friday someone comes and does them.
I can't believe your friend has Friday drinks.
I
It's
know, it's
so good. We did that here.
They call it Carver Friday, it's amazing.
Through Mission E&E, we've been able to implement lots of changes. Often they've been small in scope, like introducing a NutriBullet or adding our photo to the RR Today profile, but they've had impact and they've all lead towards the bigger picture we see for the company.
The bigger message that has come out of this process is that we want to be better working together, we want to be better communicating with one another, and we want to feel valued and be heard.
To impact real change between Ralph Lauren employees and customers, we need to go beyond our Mission E&E team, and that's where we see the next step.
There'll be a sounding board for employee-led initiatives, changes and processes, a group of committed people who can navigate our often unnavigable company.
The creation of a larger team, with people from across the business coming together to make important changes to employee culture and business practices.
This is our RL Tomorrow mission.